Hello and welcome everybody. Today we got a very nice one because we're going to be a live reaction to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer that just dropped like 3 minutes ago. We are going to live react to it. This is going to be our first time watching it. We haven't seen it yet. We're going to react to it. I'm very excited for it. Billy, you excited for this trailer?
I'm pumped. Yeah. I
All
can't
right,
I'm reeling it in right now because
getting
it's
ready.
very quiet in my house right now, and if I just start screaming, someone's gonna call the cops.
Screaming bloody murder.
Yeah, I'm a screamer. I might have to mute myself.
Yeah. All right, so you have your video up?
Yes.
All right, we're going to do it on the count of three, all right?
Okay.
Three, two, one.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors. From every universe. Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Ooh.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way!
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
You're not gonna take this away from me.
Peter, you're struggling to have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
Not again.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusively at movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
Okay. Okay. So, what are your thoughts?
No. That was so cool. Who is this? What?
It's a question because like
Okay.
I might be able to answer, but I'm not entirely sure.
Who's the Spider-Man who can do magic?
That's him. So he gets a
that
suit
Tom
from
Holland?
Doctor Strange and
Spider-Man?
is able to like transport the other villains, I'm guessing, to the cube. I'm guessing that's what that suit
Okay.
does.
Okay. And then you were right when you said that for some reason, like that box
Mm-hmm.
had the villains in it, and they weren't going to make it or something. And Spider-Man doesn't like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm not gonna let you do that. And they're gonna now kind of conflict. I don't think it's gonna be like a hero villain kind of conflict. It's more like, disagreement between two
Yeah.
parties.
Like Civil War.
Right.
Did you see who else that they introduced for villains?
So they introduced Doctor Octopus, Green Goblin. They introduced Electro and Sandman.
Mhm.
I think it might have been Lizard. I'm not sure. I didn't get like a good look.
I was just gonna say, I think he was part of it.
I think so. Yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I
like that they
not.
made fun of Doctor Octopus's name. Like seriously, what's your real name? That's my real name, dude.
I don't like how they had MJ falling.
So that was the thing that the insider that I saw tweeted was like the shot of Gwen Stacy falling from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And it's like the references between like Mary Jane falling and like Gwen Stacy falling. It's like, I don't think they're gonna make her die, but it's kind of
better now.
Interesting. Did you notice that Dr. Octopus like assumed like Spider-Man's like nanotech?
Yeah.
Like it started, some of it grew, like became red, so he's like absorbing, which is kind of cool. Like I didn't know that they could do that.
Yeah, I mean that explains why he needs a new suit.
Yes, that's true.
So, but they also didn't introduce another Spider-Man.
Okay, so do you care that I say anything kind of related to that?
Well, nothing's official, right? So this would
Nothing's official.
So no. I'm okay with speculation.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty much confirmed that they're going to be in it.
They're 100% in the movie. That's what the insiders and everybody online is saying. They're 100% in the movie.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting to see how they interweave them into this storyline because they're doing a really good job of not
hiding it.
Yeah. Like I could picture this movie without them in it.
Right, yeah, you could. I mean, it's kind of hard because it's kind of like having these 5 villains come together. They're basically going to kill Spider-Man by himself.
Or other way around.
You need more help.
Apparently.
Yeah. No, not the other way around.
According to what Doctor Strange said.
Well, Doctor Strange himself can do it, you know? But Spider-Man needs to kind of take some responsibility for like doing the actions that he does. That's why I think Doctor Strange is saying, like, you know, you need to Scooby-Doo this crap out. You need to do it.
Hey. Language.
That's interesting. He says crap and not any other words.
Why?
Well, he's like, you know, crap instead of, you know, the S word. So.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's synonymous.
Was
it worth the wait?
It was, yeah. I mean, now it gets me more excited for the movie because, like, obviously they're keeping it real knit tight about having the other 2 Spider-Men in there, which I'm kind of confused as to why, because most of the Marvel fandom knows by this point.
They're secretly not, and they're now terrified because everyone's going to be upset with them. If they didn't have him in it, they would be so, like, fans would be so mad.
There'd be riots.
Right?
Riots ensuing.
Like boycott or something.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think it would last long. I think that next time the next Marvel movie came out, people would still go see it. They'd be over it by then.
Yeah. But I think this movie is like 2.5 hours long. So obviously, like, there has to be some exposition where they do get introduced. Because here's the other thing. You can't have the other universe villains without having at least the other universe heroes. You know what I mean?
You would think.
You would think, because, like,
right?
Again,
that makes sense.
Spider-Man versus 5 villains is kind of terrible. You know?
I mean, he does it in the comic books, doesn't he? Because isn't that
he
group
goes
like
against
his
the Sinister Six, but the Sinister Six is kind of like a weird 60s like story arc. I mean, obviously they don't die. They're not from other universes, from the same universe. And like, yeah, they're trying to get after Peter Parker, but like obviously because of the story, they're not going to get killed. Like Spider-Man's going to find a way to like deal with it himself. And actually, I think the thing was that the first appearance of the Sinister Six was that each of the villains came separately. They weren't together. So they all decided, yeah, we're going to go against Spider-Man. But each one of them individually went up against Spider-Man, not all at once. This one's going to be like all at once. So now that it's all at once, like, you can't survive. That's like very low odds of survival.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't wait for it though.
Hmm. Green Goblin looks awesome. He looks amazing.
Well, so it's weird because it's weird and it's not weird at the same time
Mhm.
because technically, um, Tobey Maguire's villains don't make it.
None of them make it.
Yeah, so they're like pulled from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but before the ending of each movie.
Right, yeah.
So then,
But
like,
that's the
if
thing that
Tobey,
kind of blew my mind and blew everybody's mind. Is like, how does Dr. Octopus recognize Peter Parker,
he
Tom
doesn't.
Holland? But he doesn't in the trailer, but he recognizes him when he turns the suit on, which
Yeah.
is like, how?
Yeah, I guess just like the red with the spider on it is kind of a giveaway. Maybe because the powers. I don't know.
Yeah. But also,
But-
like, Peter Parker in the Sam Raimi universe doesn't have the nanotech stuff. So again, it's kind of like, this weird.
At some point, I guess you have to introduce. If Tobey Maguire did get a new suit, he wouldn't warn people saying he's going to get a new suit. He'd just have one that day. So
I guess that's true.
But
Yeah.
what's going to be interesting is if Tobey Maguire Spider-Man does come in,
Mhm.
He's going to come in as an older Spider-Man. I mean, he has to.
Mhm.
Well, he
It's kinda
doesn't
like
have
the
to.
older version.
Yeah, so if he comes in, he's going to see the people and be like, "Wait a minute, you guys didn't actually make it."
Right.
So it's like he's fighting his past villains. Tom Holland will be fighting like new villains, but that had already
They're old in
will have
our
already lost
reality.
in Tobey Maguire's timeline.
It's this weird crisscross.
Yeah, I mean it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to assume Tobey Maguire is going to be a pretty cool Spider-Man because he's had like 2 decades to get better.
Well, we don't know when the two Spider-Men are being plucked out of their universes because we know that the villains are being taken out when they die in the films. But we don't know when they're getting taken with the Spider-Man. Like they could be taken because also here's the thing, like Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, like we know the last movie was Spider-Man 3, so he's faced the Sandman, he's faced Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus. Like he has to come after Spider-Man 3, basically, after he does all 3 villains at once.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Spider-Man Andrew Garfield. Like he has to be taken like after Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he's done with the Lizard and Electro. So it has to be like right afterwards, which you have to kind of time right when you're trying to transport them between universes.
Yeah. Do you think Doctor Strange strategically pulls them, or do you think?
So I've heard that like maybe it's Ned who pulls them. Like there's like the image of like the 3 of them, like you saw in the trailer, like they were in the sanctum and they were like, it's Peter and MJ and Jacob and Ned, basically. So there's like an image of like Ned like holding his finger like this, which is kind of like the sling ring. So like he's gonna try and use like the sling. That's like the speculation around it. Like he's holding his fingers because he has a sling ring on. And he like transports them. I don't know if that's actually gonna work. Because he's not.
I think that would take someone very skilled,
like Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have no idea. It's weird. How about that final battle that seems to be like really amazing, like on the Statue of Liberty, kind of reminiscent of X-Men #1, like the first X-Men movie, like having the big battle at the Statue of Liberty and having like basically like you could see like the strands of the multiverse are like coalescing into this one universe, kind of like Loki in the season finale.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because literally Doctor Strange is like, they're all coming at once. Like, I can't stop it. Like, oh my God.
I know. And then they still don't show Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield in that scene. I feel like when we actually see the movie, they're gonna be flying in with Tom Holland, but they just cut it out.
Yeah. The thing is also is that I've heard that there were several different versions of the trailer, and
that way Tom Holland doesn't reveal
none of them
anything.
included Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield.
They're being very cagey about this.
Which is,
I think they know that the moment they get seen first is going to be like total pandemonium, and I think they're just waiting so that way that moment happens in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
right? Honestly, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we kind of know that they're good. That at least one of them is going to be in there. We kind of know that's going to happen. But
I mean,
it would be really cool
not
for
just
the first.
kind of.
Yeah, it will be really cool to see the first time Tom Holland and another Spider-Man interact to be on the big screen and not just like on the phone.
Right.
You know. But now I'm totally stressing out because now I know when the movie tickets are coming out, and now
I know. They said November 29th, and I'm like, it's crazy. Because if you may remember from Endgame, like we had to wait in queues. I mean, you didn't because you got your tickets like 30 seconds before they actually released at like 7:59 a.m. And I got mine. I was like literally like waiting at 8 o'clock, and I was refreshing the pages. I had like 10 tabs and like a bunch of queues and stuff, and like I couldn't get it because they all crashed. So I was so mad.
I got only 30 seconds before the pandemonium started.
So maybe that's what I have to do.
3.3 million views. I want 3.3 million views for this video that we're making.
Well, that's why we're doing this now.
Do you have anything left that you noticed in the video that you want to talk about?
Let me see. We rewatch it.
Nah, I'm watching it too.
I like the opening scene with him just like in the rain, like all like disheveled and stuff. Like that.
My life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
I do like the scene where they're like in the subway. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the other thing. Doctor Strange is saying that he botched the spell. I don't buy that. I don't buy it.
Why?
One bit. Because again, the multiverse has already collapsed because of the events of Loki.
But he might not know that.
No, they may not know that. We, as the audience, know that, but they, in their universe, may not understand that the multiverse is collapsing. So I still don't buy that him speaking during the spell is what causes the spell to like collapse the multiverse. Like it's just not happening. I think just the magic of trying to do this very large scale like magic spell is going to cause like, you know, a catalyst for the multiverse to coalesce in this universe on this earth.
Well, we also haven't seen like the whole scene where he messes with it, right? I mean, for all we know, he could have pushed Doctor Strange over for all we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start getting visitors.
What?
Start getting visitors.
Universe.
Let me just say that like the visual effects for Dr. Octopus look so much better in this movie. Like he looks a lot like, you know how like back in 2004 when they had Dr. Octopus and like they were basically like puppets with CGI.
Oh, the
tentacle arms look much better in this trailer.
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
Way better, and I like that.
Well, that would be unfortunate if they didn't, right? After almost 2 decades.
Yeah, exactly. I think they actually did no puppets for the entirety of this movie. I think they just all did CGI. So kudos to them for doing that.
Yeah.
That fight on the bridge is gonna be sick.
Yeah.
What's your name again? Dr. Otto Octavius.
Make it
What's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
So I like how MJ has a lot of sass with Doctor Strange. Like, he's an adult. I think he understands what he's doing. Why are you giving so much sass?
Yeah, it's very good for her character, right? She's good at it.
It's very good for her character, yeah. it's interesting. We have Sandman and Electro. So I like also that like J. Jonah Jameson is very much going to be a part of this movie because you could see him in the frame when like the sandstorm and Electro's like lightning bolts hitting like the police cars, and he has like his van. We saw that in the first trailer, and now we actually see J.K. Simmons's J. Jonah Jameson there. I think that's going to be an interesting little like side story to like this whole movie in a way, because like he's kind of like he's the catalyst for why Peter had to go to Doctor Strange in the first place. So it's kind of interesting to see like, you know, how this like story kind of ends with him as well, I think.
I agree.
What do you mean? They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
Green Goblin Bomb. That's another one I like.
I'm a little bit behind you right now.
They're a danger to our universe. You're struggling.
Okay, so I have another concern.
I hate that the scene where she's falling and he has to catch her.
Oh,
it's annoying me to no end.
Yeah. So my problem is that like I don't understand why Happy is getting SWAT teamed. I still don't understand that part. Like, why is he getting like pointed guns at? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like,
we'll
yeah,
find
he's
out.
an accomplice, but like he doesn't deserve a SWAT team.
I don't know. Well, I mean, maybe he's evaded for so long that this is just their way of freeze.
Maybe.
Get away. I don't know.
So yeah, Lizard's in there. Sandman. And I saw the
Yes,
shot of
yes.
like Lizard, Sandman, and Electro in the same shot. And
All
of course,
together.
we're gonna have Doctor Octopus and Green Goblin there.
Yes.
Aunt May is there. Did you notice that Aunt May is at the Statue of Liberty?
I didn't know that. Notice that.
Yeah, and he's like in the one scene where he's like, "This is all my fault," blah blah blah. He's not talking to MJ. MJ has curlier hair. Aunt May has the straight hair. It looks like he's talking to Aunt May.
Or Tobey Maguire grew out his hair.
Doubt it.
I'm just kidding. Imagine. Sweet.
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them. Number 17 exclusive.
Also, who's they? Who are these other people that are coming through? You know?
That's a good point.
I mean, who's
Maybe
they?
they just mean they as in different universes. Maybe not they as in like an actual they. Like an actual specific person that they're worried about.
Maybe.
Maybe just like the commutative they. The
Cumulative.
group they. Yeah.
Cumulative.
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 Okay, is there anything else that you want to mention? Only because I don't want to make this video too long.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm very excited for this movie. November 29th is going to be like circled on my calendar. That's less than 2 weeks away. That is going to be 2 weeks from almost 2 weeks from yesterday. Yeah. That's stress. This could be a stressful day.
I can't think about it. I'm gonna have to not think about it specifically, otherwise I'm gonna be like pulling my hair out.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
Keep your
convince
notifications
myself
on that day.
I have to
basically.
I have to convince myself it's not a big deal if I miss this movie. Otherwise I'm gonna have a panic attack. What's awesome is at the beginning, I'm watching it like the first part. I really like that they have like the Sony logo, like obviously they're gonna have it because it's Sony Video, but it just
Mhm.
brings me back to the Tobey Maguire one,
Yeah.
right?
hmm They should have like some theme music at the beginning, you know.
But yeah,
If they have the theme music for Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, like those movies,
Mhm.
like,
somehow like transitioning between all three Spider-Mans
Yeah.
as they do like the different franchises,
right? Yeah,
that'd
exactly.
be cool.
hmm And then like Doctor Strange's theme is in between too, because he's there at the final battle too.
You're right.
So
I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
almost a month away because it's the 16th right now, and the 17th is when it's coming out. So actually, it's going to be a month for us because we'd be watching it opening night. So
On the
a month
6th.
away.
Oh my god.
Mind blown.
Okay.
Any final thoughts?
Just I hope everyone enjoyed the trailer at least as much as we did.
Oh, I enjoyed the heck out of this trailer.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so good.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Please go see the trailer again because I'm going to watch it about 100 times before I go to sleep tonight. Please hit the subscription button down below, hit the like button, and hit the subscription to our Instagram as well down below. And until next time, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy, everyone.